What's up guys, K-Wills here. Today I'm going to bring you my review of Star Wars Clone Wars Season 4 Episode 11, and the title was called Kidnapped. And I gotta say, this episode was really good, and I can't wait for the next episodes, because in this episode we finally saw that Anakin was confronted by his past, because as we all know, before Anakin was a Jedi, and at a very young age, him and his mother were part of the slave trade on Tatooine. And all of these feelings about his past and being part of the slave trade were really brought up in this episode, because see, the whole point of the Anakin and the Republic's mission was to basically go and rescue the people of the planet which inhabited the people of Ahsoka's race, because Ahsoka's people are more peaceful, they're calm people, and basically, they care about the arts and everything and stuff like that. And they were confronted by Count Dooku and the Separatist army, and Count Dooku, being how manipulative he can be, he persuaded the leader of the planet to basically let them occupy the planet, and they'll keep his people safe. And luckily the leader agreed, and then all of a sudden all of the people gathered up and taken by droids. And then we see the Republic troops going into the planet, and we see Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Commander Cody, and Commander Rex. And they go to the planet to see what's going on, to save the people. And during this time, they're confronted by droids, but they're taken out very easily. And then one of the Separatist commanders, who was Targaryen, confronted Obi-Wan Kenobi and said that he wanted him to, discuss like a treaty of surrender towards the Republic. And I believe his name was Donar, some sort. I believe Zonar or Donar. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. And when Anakin heard about this, he went furious. He grabbed the monitor, hollow monitor, he crushed it with his hand, and he was like, "Let me go after him. He's slave scum." And we see the anger within Anakin, because we know sometimes Anakin can't really control his emotions. So that was pretty cool to see. And then Ahsoka is surprising, because I thought she knew about Anakin, but apparently Ahsoka did not know that much about Anakin's past, and Obi-Wan told her about the slave trade on Tatooine, and she's well aware now of Anakin and how he could react to certain moments in this against the slave owner of the Targaryens. And so Obi-Wan basically goes and meets up with the Donar, and they just try to discuss a surrender, and Obi-Wan finds out that this commander has bombs set up around the planet, and he wants Obi-Wan to surrender, but Obi-Wan tricks him and trying to make it to like a fighting fist on fist contest to see who would win, and they would come up with some sort of deal. But Obi-Wan at first seemed like he was losing, but he was kind of buying time for Anakin and Ahsoka to find them and defuse the bombs. And Anakin and Ahsoka are doing a good job. They take out most of the bombs, and at first, they're in a little pickle, because basically there's like these two droids. They were like sniper droids with heavy armor, and they were trying to blocking Ahsoka's and Anakin's way. But of course, Anakin and Ahsoka were able to find a weakness within the droids, and they just disarmed the bombs. Also, I got to note one thing with Ahsoka. Her skills seem to be improving greatly in seasons 3 and now 4. With the new style of lightsabers with dual wield, like one's regular lightsaber, one small lightsaber. I think the small one's like what Yoda uses, but she seems really strong, and I think she's soon on her way to be a Jedi Knight instead of a Padawan, because she's grown up, and she's been doing great. She's been taking care of business. So that's the key thing just to keep in mind. And then so after all the bombs are disarmed, Obi-Wan discovers this, and then he shrugs off all the beatings, because he was taking a beating by the Targaryens. And also during when they were fighting, Donar was stating how he was angry with the Jedi because they ruined the slave trade and everything, and that how the Targaryens were powerful people, they profited very well, and the Jedi had to ruin it. So he kind of had this grudge against the Jedi. And then soon after Obi-Wan destroys some of the bombs, he asks Donar to surrender, but Donar clearly says no and activates a bomb within a droid. And it's so funny, because the droid's like, "Get the bomb off me, get the bomb off me." Like he was repeating this several times, and Obi-Wan just blasted him with using the Force, and he exploded outside of the building. And then Donar tries to make an escape through a plane, but Anakin and Ahsoka rush hurry, do an epic Force jump, and they entered on the plane. And Anakin has to deal with basically these weird animals, because apparently Donar has this weird passion for animals, And so he had to deal with him while Ahsoka went and tried to stop Dinar on the Sith. And Dinar had this energy whip. It seemed like it can come close to the comparison with a lightsaber, but Dinar was quickly defeated by Ahsoka, and Anakin was just basically telling, Dinar, he confronted Dinar, and he was like, where are the people? Where are they on this planet? Where's the colony? And Dinar wasn't saying anything, and it got to the point where Anakin was about to kill him, but with his anger, but then Ahsoka clearly stopped him. It was a good time because we see this with Anakin a lot when his anger just takes control and he's almost close to killing people. But then Dinar didn't say anything, and then they go back to they don't go back. They go and send a message to the Jedi Temple to ask what was what was going on, and then they all find out that the people of the planet are gone. The colonies and everybody, they're gone, and somehow they just completely vanished. And they're thinking about how possibly they were taken to some sort of Zargarian place, a hideout where they could be kept as slaves, and maybe the Separatists are trying to come up with some type of deal with the Zargarians and trying to rebuild the slave empire. And basically, Yoda knows that the slave empire, that's kind of like a tool that the Sith use to rebuild the Sith empire. So that's very dangerous when they have to think about how they need to find these people. And Ahsoka looked worried too, because he was like, these are my people, we need to find them. And that's pretty much how the episode ends. So overall, this was a very good episode. I want to see more of Ahsoka, because since it's her, her race is kind of being kept as slaves. I want to see more of her development, more acts from her, and I do believe she's soon on the path to becoming a Jedi Knight. But overall, this was a good episode. I can't wait for the next one. It wasn't on the level as on the Battle of Umbara arc, but this was a good follow-up for a new arc. And basically, let me know your guys' thoughts on this episode. Did you like about it? What did you like about it? And dislikes, likes, and are you looking forward to the next episode? Please subscribe if you did like this video, and future reviews I will do on this new channel. And please like if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next week for another Star Wars or Clone Wars reviews. Peace. Yeah.